Hello everyone, myself lecturer Miss Aditi Anil Kushare, Master of Pharmacy in Quality Assurance Techniques. Today we are going to discuss about the topic Introduction to Suppositories, that is a suppository basis from pharmaceutics too. So let's discuss what we are going to study in this session. The topics to be covered are as follows: Introduction to Suppository, then suppository basis, ideal properties of bases, and types of suppository bases. So first of all, let's see about the definition of suppository. The suppositories are the solid dosage forms that are intended for insertion into the body cavities or orifices, rectum, vagina, and urethra, where they melt or dissolve and exert the localized or systemic effect. Let's see in the picture. This is a suppository. It will looks like this. Suppository bases. Suppository bases plays important role in maintaining their shape, solidity, and also play important role when they are inserted into the body cavity. There are large number of bases used, but the theobroma oil, glycerogelatin base, and polyethylene glycol fulfill the above mentioned requirements. Ideal properties of bases: it must retain the shape and size, it should melt at the body temperature, it should be non-irritant, it should shrink sufficiently to remove from mold, it should not interfere in a release or absorption of a drug, it should permit the incorporation of a drug, it should be compatible with variety of drugs, it should be physically stable on storage, it should not be softened or hardened on storage. Then the types of suppository bases are oily bases or oleaginous bases. Then second one, that is a water soluble and water miscible bases, are also called as a hydrophilic bases. And third one, this is emulsifying base, also recognized as a synthetic basis. Then oil bases or oleaginous bases, it covered the cocoa butter or theobroma oil, emulsified cocoa butter, and hydrogenated oils. So in that first cocoa butter or theobroma oil, the cocoa butter is the fat obtained from the plant of Theobroma coca. At room temperature, it is a yellowish, having a faint and agreeable chocolate-like odor. Chemically, it is a triglyceride and glycerin and one or different fats of oleo, palmito, stearine, and oleoidite. It melts at 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. See in the diagram, cocoa butter or theobroma oil will be looks like this only. Advantages: melting just below the body temperature, maintaining its solidity at usual room temperatures, readily liquefy on heating and solidify on cooling. Disadvantage of cocoa butter or theobroma oil is rancidity. It will undergo the oxidation, then stick to mold, leakage from body cavity. It is costly. Immiscibility with the body fluids, chloral hydrate or lactic acid liquefy it. Then second one, that is emulsified cocoa butter or the emulsified theobroma oil. Emulsified theobroma oil, it may be used as a base when the large quantities of aqueous solutions are to be incorporated. 5% glyceryl monostearate, 10% lanite, wax 2 to 3% cetyl alcohol, and 4% beeswax is recommended for emulsified theobroma oil. Hydrogenated oils. The hydrogenated oils are used as a substitute of theobroma oil. For an example, hydrogenated edible oil, coconut oil, hydrogenated pea oil, stearic acids, palm kernel oil, etc. Advantages: overheating does not affect the solidifying point. They are resistant to oxidation. Lubrication of the mold is not required. Their emulsifying and water absorbing capacity are good. Disadvantages: on rapid cooling they become brittle. When melted they are more fluid than the theobroma oil and result in a greater sedimentation of the added substance. Then glycerogelatin bases. See the glycerol plus water plus gelatin, it will give us glycerogelatin base. It is a mixture of glycerin and water which is made stiff by addition of gelatin. properties are: it is colorless, transparent, translucent in nature, it is soft to touch, it melts at 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, it is used for vaginal suppositories. Advantages are: it melts at body temperature, it mixes with the body fluid, these are not rancid, means does not undergo oxidation. It can be used to prepare the suppositories using boric acid, chloral hydrate, bromides, iodides, iodoform, opium, etc. Disadvantages: difficult to prepare and handle, chance of bacterial growth, hygroscopic in nature, it becomes hard on drying and soft when contact with the moisture. Laxative in action, incompatible with the tannic acid, ferric chloride, etc. See, this will looks like this. Polyethylene glycols or macrogols. These are commonly known as carbovaxes and polyglycols. These are available in a solid, liquid or a semi-solid state depending on the molecular weight. Those polymers having the molecular weight below the 200 to 1000 are liquids, and those having molecular weight higher than 1000 are wax-like solids. They are chemically stable and physiologically inert substances and do not allow the bacterial or mold growth to take place. Advantages of these are: they are chemically stable, inert, non-irritant, do not allow the bacterial growth, their physical properties changes according to molecular weight, they provide the prolonged action, do not stick to mold, and suppositories are clean and smooth in appearance. Then emulsifying or synthetic bases that are Vitapsol, Massa Hystronium and Masupol. Advantages of emulsifying bases: they solidify rapidly, they are non-irritant, the lubrication of the mold is not required, overheating does not affect the physical properties of the base, they can absorb fairly large amount of the water or the aqueous liquids, the white, odorless, clean and the attractive suppositories are produced, they are less liable to get rancid. The disadvantages of emulsifying bases: they should not be cooled rapidly in a refrigerator because they become brittle. They are not very viscous on melting, so the medicaments incorporate with the base settle down rapidly. Vitapsol: they consist of the triglycerides of saturated vegetable fatty acid with varying percentage of partial esters. A small amount of beeswax is added for use in a hot climate. It should not be cooled rapidly as it becomes brittle and fracture. Lubrication is required. Massa Hystronium: it is a mixture of monodi and triglycerides of the saturated fatty acids. It is a white, brittle, almost odorless and tasteless solid. It has a melting point 33.5 to 33.5 degrees Celsius. They are available in a various grades, but grade B is commonly used in a dispensing. So what we learned from this topic, introduction to suppositories, that is the suppository basis, the learning outcomes are: what is suppository? Suppository basis. Thank you.